Coach, it seemed like one of the bigger keys tonight was limiting their number of three-point shots. I think they took 18 below their average and also didn't shoot very well either. Was that a big deal for you guys?
It was. It was. I mean, I talked about that, in my presser before they were such an elite three-point shooting team. And I just wanted to make sure we made as many efforts as we can on each play to just try to run them off the line, and then when they shot them, because they would, just contest them, not just let them have open threes because they can really hurt you that way. And I thought defensively we were amazing. We ran around. We contested everything. We even on the dribble. We tried to stop. They're tough, man, to defend. They play so fast. They get downhill on you. They relocate. I mean, they're just tough to play against. They're just really good offensively, and I thought we did an amazing job making multiple efforts in the game.
What changed in the second quarter? Because you guys come out kind of flat, like you have the last few games, and then at some point in the second quarter, like it felt like it kind of ratcheted up a little bit.
Yeah, we started the game cross-matching a little bit, trying to create some confusion, knowing that Big Boots was their hub. They wanted to swing the ball through him the entire time. Wanted to keep a lot of pressure on him. I had two starting on him. I thought it kind of messed us up a little bit. So I, made adjustment, kind of changed our matchups back up. I felt a little more comfortable with that, and I thought that's what really kind of, propelled us just to get more comfortable. Because after the first quarter, I thought our defense was really good.
Coach, how do you think Shane responded to kind of the decision?
Really good. Really good. I was proud of Shea. I really was. I was proud of him. I thought defensively he was locked in, which is where he needs to be. And I think with him, when he's locked in defensively, it helps his offense. It really does. It makes him go. It speeds him up a little bit. And I thought he was really good. I thought he was locked in the most of the time. Didn't make very many mistakes at all. So I was proud of him. Very.
What does locked in mean to you? Is that just he's making less mistakes?
Locked in to me, yeah. Locked in means to me that we all know the coverages that we're in, what your responsibilities are in those coverages, and just being on point with that. And sometimes you could be one or two steps slow, and that throws everybody off. Because if you're a step slow on your rotation, now somebody tries to cover for you. Now two people's on that guy, now somebody's wide open, and now it's just a snowball. So being locked in is you don't let that happen. You do your job. You're on time when you have to be there. You rotate when you have to be there. You're the low man when you need to be there. You're locked in.
And moving Shea to the bench can obviously send a message to him, but it can send a message to the team as well. Do you think they responded? Because to use your term, it felt like the team as a whole was more locked in.
Yeah, that wasn't just about Shea. That's about everybody. We need to be better. Defensively and just plan-wise, we need to be better. That was just something that I really challenged Shea on, and that wasn't at all about him. That's for everybody. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter to me.
You think you're going to keep him in that same role the next couple of games and see how it goes?
I'm not sure.
Chauncey, what was different about Scoot's floor game that seemed to impact everybody else tonight? Because he's had good individual games that hasn't really translated to the team, but tonight it felt like his good individual game also kind of fed throughout the team.
Yeah, it's starting to become so consistent with Scoot. He's starting to see this thing slow down. I think he is a little bit in front of him. I wanted him to play extremely fast and attack the funnel the entire night based on how they played their defense, and he did that. And that's not always easy to do that and see the floor, and I thought he did a good job of picking his spots in the game, but continuing to be on the attack the whole time because we need it. He's at his best that way, and I think he helps us when he's that way. So I just think the more he does it, the more experience he gets. It's starting to become a little more common for him. He's taking care of the ball just fine, He's getting his feet set. We talked about his shooting. I mean, he's playing really well, man. I'm proud of Scoot.
You guys have had nights where the other team maybe didn't shoot well, whether that was them or you, but they make up for that with second chance points, offensive rebounds. Tonight, only 8 for Chicago. That big deal for you guys.
Well, I mean, we all talk about our rebounding woes a lot of times. But again, we had DA back tonight. We had Denny back tonight. And we win plus 14 on the glass. We don't come in here many times and are able to say that. So when we can rebound like that, when we can get out and get our guys going and play fast and move the basketball, we're pretty tough to play against. So yeah, I thought our rebounding, especially coming off of last night where we got crushed, I thought we stepped up to the challenge tonight.
Is Denny's presence the glue, or does he make sure this team has like a healthy floor each game with his effort and presence?
Yeah, I mean we depend on his on all of the things that he does extremely well. His toughness, his fire out there, his rebounding and pushing that ball. Him getting into that funnel, getting downhill. As I talk about all the time, when with him and also Scoot, those two guys are such downhill players that they open up opportunities for everybody else. Our bigs on the roll, our guys kind of reposition themselves in the corners. They break the defense down, and so we feed off of that with Denny. I mean, some of the defensive plays that he makes as well. His energy is infectious.
Actually, last one here.
Coach Guillermo Mota with K2. Talking about Scoot, what do you think is next in his development?
I just want him to continue to where he's at. I don't want to skip many steps in this process. He's come a long way already. The more experience he gets, the better he is and the better he's becoming. His voice is not something that many people talk about. His confidence is taking a step. And as a point guard, your voice needs to be very loud with your team, and to me, that's where he is also getting better. He's out there, he's encouraging guys, and when guys miss rotations, he's letting them know. That's one thing that, most people don't see or talk about that I'm really happy for him for, because I'm challenging him on those things.